When I first came home from the hospital,
It was a trailer home in a place called Blooming Grove,
I
Texas,
went through a really bad depression.
where Wendy Adkins first
Use
showed
my
me
upper arms and my body strength to twist the cap.
how cruel
Upside down with my teeth.
life can sometimes be.
That's how I make my water. Simple enough.
A surgical procedure to help reduce migraines
October 2019 is when I got sick.
brought an infection 2 weeks later.
One of the sutures tested positive for strep.
Toxic shock, a medically induced coma. Surgeons did save her life,
I woke up and this is what I see.
but at the cost of losing her withering hands and feet.
They did all 4 amputations at once. And all those clicks means it's on and it's secure.
The reason for this conversation 1 year ago was that this was all her insurance would pay for. Hands that pinch and clamp.
That's all it does.
Nothing more.
I just
Wendy wanted so much more.
want to feel normal again, you know? I want to... Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I mean, it's that simple, wanting to feel normal, right?
You know, I know I'm never going to be normal, but just having the ability to do things that everybody else can do.
That was 1 year ago. This time, I found her in Corsicana,
I'm just literally taking it day by day.
where life had thrown another uppercut.
And then, you know, I got sick and distance just happens.
A
And
new apartment, part of her split
got divorced.
from her husband.
That was kind of a bummer.
But with her dog Mazzy still by her side, something else happened too. That GoFundMe 1 year ago topped out near $100,000. Enough
And it's also magnetized, so that helps me.
for the helping hand she was asking for.
Let me see.
In fact,
This one goes on this arm, so it's this one.
enough for 2.
I'm right-handed, and I'm waving to you. Every penny made the difference. Every penny. And people don't realize it was such a blessing. Been such a crazy journey from when it all started.
A journey-
If you want to see the actual hand, I can take this covering off. Come on, there we go.
That has her learning how to handle her sometimes difficult life again.
Come on. There we go.
Retraining her brain to make each finger move independently.
I can do an okay sign and a finger pointer. I promise I can.
And she promises that complete strangers
This is great.
have completely changed her life.
It's good to know that there's still good people. And people care. And because people care, I'm able to live a little better in the world. And that's just a remarkable thing.
Oh, and there's one more remarkable thing.
The best part of the year was when
His name is Colt.
all I gotta do is look at a picture of him, and it just makes it better.
Wendy
Became a grandma.
is known as Gigi now. Another reason to hold on to the not always cruel life she's been given.
Some of the things that I went through, I think, will break a human. I almost had the okay sign. It did almost break me in the beginning, but show me that I'm a fighter. I'm stronger than what I knew.
Stronger because a pair of bionic hands have given her hope for her own future, and the kind gesture of strangers given her hope for the rest of us too.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
And the public made it possible.
In Corsicana,
I will forever be thankful and blessed.
I'm Kevin Reece. It was a Friday morning on a bus stuck in the mind-numbing crawl of Los Angeles traffic.
All right, everybody.
But the first destination of the day
I want to say thank you so much for coming out.
was important.
We couldn't ask for a better morning. I mean, it is just beautiful out here.
Los Angeles National Cemetery, and that bus with 4 faces on each side. One of them,
So he passed away March 15th of 2018.
Garrett Willman's dad.
He was a man of faith. Loved his family.
Randy Woolman was a Dallas firefighter, just 53 when he died. Doctors say the cancer that killed him came from the dangers of his job.
Yes, sir, the top one.
And with his dad's name on a firefighter air tank on his back, Garrett led a march through the cemetery and through West LA.
Letting people hear my story, letting people hear his story. I'm not going to say it gets easier to tell it, but I want to tell it.
It's the way Carry the Load has been telling its message for more than a decade now. Buses crisscrossing the country, converging Memorial Day weekend in Dallas.
We're doing good. Good. Really hot out here, but we're good. Yeah.
Stories like the Macias twins on a 4-mile march from Dodger Stadium to downtown LA. The American flag from their U.S. Army father's funeral.
He has passed on, I miss him.
Part of the load and the memory they choose to carry.
It makes me proud, and it makes me, I'm very proud of everybody that has served, especially my dad. And it really touches my heart. It does.
First of all, I want to say thank y'all for coming out.
This bus route and all the daily marches in between started in Seattle. On a 90-degree day in Los Angeles, the Macias sisters marched all the way to Figueroa and the Santa Monica Freeway and Bob Hope Patriotic Hall.
We owe it to them to show up and to say their name and to continue their story.
Where Colton Morrow got to tell his reasons for being here.
I carry Eric Hill every day with me.
His partner on a Hopkins County, Texas ambulance until his death in 2021. Suicide is another military and first responder toll that these marches and trips are trying to carry and fight.
Eric is one of many, but his legacy is etched into my heart.
And as the bus rolled down I-5 to La Jola's Mount Soledad,
it takes 1 second to reach a hand out to say, "Are you okay?"
It was the message and burden Sherilyn Bolger was carrying too. Her pack with the name of an Army National Guard soldier named Drew Kohler, and her own father, who brought his own demons home from Vietnam.
And then take it another step further if you can and say, "How can I help you?"
Back at Mount Soledad with its own memorial and the names, faces, and stories of 10,000 veterans.
It's a different kind of, carried the load this year. So
Brian Marin carried his dad's name, a Vietnam veteran he lost just a few months ago.
So I've had a lot of friends who've died in combat, and then friends who've committed suicide, and that all served. And so it was always an honor of that.
Ask your friends, your family, our team members, who are you carrying?
And every place like this they go to, every place they walk, they find more and more families grateful for the effort, grateful to know that their loved ones are being remembered too. Because whether it's high above San Diego,
it's an honor for me to drive this bus.
Or on a bus driven by a proud Army veteran.
I've seen people show up hurting and leave feeling better.
Reflection of those faces and their stories help us remember what Memorial Day is really about.
It's awesome meeting these people and hearing their stories and carrying the load for them. Makes it a little bit lighter.
There's an old saying that we all die twice. The second time when people stop saying our name. That's the story behind Randy Willman's face.
He already died once, and we're going to say his name as much as we can.
And as long as they can, on the long road home. In San Diego, California, I'm Kevin Reece. There are 40,000 or so people in Hurst, Texas, 40,000 or so stories.
I always felt like an oddball.
Stephanie Meyer didn't know hers was one.
Never did I question.
That might prove difficult to tell.
Even though I felt different, I just thought I was a little bit weird.
A weird childhood with an awkward mix of good memories and bad. Until nearing her 44th birthday and a DNA test kit.
In a conversation with my mom, she told me my results might be surprising.
Ancestry DNA proved her mom right. Her dad was not her biological dad.
I mean, I was definitely in shock.
Someone else was.
That's when my brain completely fell to pieces. I broke. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm extra fragile. But it completely undid me.
This was different. This was
250 miles away in Cypress, Texas.
Oh my God, my world crumbled.
Paulette Bethel's world was coming undone too.
That it took about 90 seconds for my world as I knew it to blow up.
She knew she was multicultural. Her home celebrates that fact. But the DNA test kit at age 66 proved half of her life had also been a lie.
Absolutely, for me, blew up my sense of who I thought I was. For months, I cried nonstop. You know, I had a story. This changed my story.
Both women were now in a club they didn't really care to be in. DNA NPE is what science calls them, DNA not parent expected. Paulette Bethel's dad.
I was still devastated.
Was also not her biological dad.
This is not just grief. This is trauma. This is identity trauma.
But when Paulette Googled this phrase, surely I cannot be the only person that's going through this, she found the NPE network, a support group in Texas, now some 16,000 strong.
This is me.
People with stories just like hers.
Oh my God, this is true.
She did find a new extended family. They've accepted her, but want their privacy respected. And Paulette's parents have passed. There are answers she will never get from her mom.
In this life, I won't know.
There is a happier connection. Back in Hearst.
Can you see me?
Hey, Pop. Yes, can you see me?
I can. You look beautiful.
Stephanie found Jim Parsons in Arizona, her biological dad. Did it take long to put two and two together?
Not for me.
After a relationship with Stephanie's mom all those years ago, he never knew Stephanie existed. Stephanie's mom kept that secret to herself.
I think that was an honorable, noble choice.
It felt like a blessing.
A blessing now that brought Stephanie a new family and new siblings who have welcomed her with open arms.
I always wanted a daughter. I couldn't be happier.
Even though it was really hard to discover, I would not pack Pandora's box back up.
But I want to know my story.
And even though the Pandora's box opened in Cypress, Texas, has not been as kind to Paulette.
I'm not who I thought I was.
She is also a trained trauma counselor and coach. She's now helping others get through days just like this.
When you were asking if I'm okay, my life finally makes sense.
A sense of self.
This was our first cruise together.
Slowly being pieced back together.
I'm just really thankful. I make a lot more sense now that I really know who I am.
And in an era of unexpected DNA surprises, that's all that any Paulette or Stephanie really wants to know.
Yes.
Okay, bye, Pop.
Bye.
In Hearst, Texas, I'm Kevin Reece.